Hey guys, first of all I want to say I apologize for the fan, but man it is hot in here, so I'm not going to turn it off because man, it is hot in here. So if the audio is too bad, then I won't upload this, but you probably will watch it anyways because I'll upload it anyways. I don't know, but we'll see. But anyways, this is a ebook haul. I haven't strictly done an ebook haul in a while, because haven't really been buying a lot of ebooks, but this time I got some, and I'm here to share with you. So let's just hop right back into it. As always, I will show you the book and then read the synopsis. So the first book we have here is kind of going against what I've been getting for the past, few weeks, and that is Duncan Robertson's Womb. Alright, let's read what this book is about. It's an extreme horror novel, so this isn't for the weak of heart. Someone told me I have to read this before I read another book. They said that they weren't sure if I had a stomach made of steel, so they wanted me to try this book before I read another book. So I was like, okay, I'll read it, and then the author has actually contacted me, and he was a really nice guy. So let's just hop into this. Don't buy this book if you have a weak stomach, if you're easily disturbed, or if you're looking for a light horror read. This is not that book. Seriously, you have been warned. I believe pain lingers, Angel said. Do I believe in spirits, in the supernatural? Probably not. The Lonely Motel holds many dark secrets, and Room 6 just might possess the worst of them all. Angel knows all about horror. His mother died in this room. He's researched its history. Today he's come back to end it, no matter the cost, once and for all. Shyla is a plus-sized escort. Thinks the stories Angel tells her can't be true. Secrets so vile you won't want to let them inside you. But the Lonely Motel doesn't forget. It doesn't forgive, and it always claims its victim. So that is Womb by Duncan Robertson. Sounds very interesting to me, and I'm gonna give it a read soon. Alright, next is a Western horror novel. I'm surprised it took me this long to even pick it up, but it sounds very, very, very interesting, and of course, people speak very, very highly about this author, so it's probably about time that I bought this book, and that is John Bowden's Walk the Darkness Down. Pretty cool cover right there with the little ox head. Or is that a buffalo head? Probably buffalo. Anyways, what is Walk the Darkness Down about? Well, let's read it, shall we? And buckle in because this is a little long. Some things are older than time, older than darkness. Levi is a monstrous man, made of scars and scary as hell. He's glutted on ghosts and evolving to carry out the dark wishes of the ancient whispers in his head. He's building a door, and what's on the other side is terrifying. Jones spent a lot of time living bottle to bottle and trying to erase things. Now he's looking for a man who killed his mother, and maybe a little bit of looking for himself as well. Sorry, there's a typo. Keaton is on the run from accusations as well as himself. He suffers alone until he meets Jabal, an orphan boy with his little sister in a sling. Every line is not a straight line, and everything must converge. A parable writ in dust and blood on warped barnwood. A journey in the classic sense, populated with dried husks of towns, and people both odd and anything but ordinary. Hornets, reverse werewolves, and one of the most vicious villains you'll ever know are all part of it. Pull on your boots and saddle up. We'll walk the darkness down. So that is John Bowden's Walk the Darkness Down. I have a few John Bowden books that I've never read the guy, but I want to read the guy soon. He sounds very interesting. Everyone talks very highly of him. So I thought it's about time that I got one. And when I figured out, when I already knew he had a horror western, but I don't know why what kept me from buying it. I just kind of was a little weary, I guess, because I've heard so many good things. Sometimes my mind goes, it's too good to be true type thing. But I got it, and now I'm gonna read it soon. Alright, so the next book is Dean Wesley Smith's Thunder Mountain. And I gotta load up the cover real quick. Alright, there we go. Thunder Mountain. This is a short novel, I think, or novella. I think it's a novella, let me check. Yeah, it's a novella. I got this, I think, for free. It's for free on Amazon. It's the first book in the Thunder Mountain series, and yeah, I saw it in a collection, and I wanted to buy it on its own, but then I found out it was free, and I just grabbed it. So I can't wait to give it a read. And yeah, let's read what it's about. Offered a free trip into the remote Idaho wilderness that she loves and studies, Professor Dawn Edwards can't refuse. On the trip, she meets Professor Madison Rogers, and they fall for each other before they even reach their destination. But living in the Old West proves to be a brutal task. Somehow, Dawn must survive to rescue herself, her friends, and the man she loves. Science fiction novel of new times in the Old West. I missed a letter there, but whatever. And that is that book. Alright, next we have, and most of these are now, like Thunder Mountain and this book and the next book are all part of series. I don't really tend to read series because I tend to get worn out, and series usually have like one good book, and then they all kind of, like, not every book is good, you know, like there tends to be ones that suck, and you have to read them to get to the good books sometimes. So I'm not a big on series, but I felt like these could be one and done type books, so I got them. And if I enjoy them, I will continue the series maybe. I'm not great with series. I've always been bad with reading series, so we will see how this goes. But yeah, the next book is by A.W. Hart, and I gotta load up the cover. A.W. Hart, it's Gunslinger, Killer Chance. And this is another weird Western horror novel, I think. Or novella. Let me check. Yeah, it's a novel. Gunslinger, Killer Chance. Or is this just specifically Western? This might be just Western. Alright, let me read it real quick, and then you guys can decide if it's good or not. 14-year-old Connor Mack dreams of a life adventure while stuck plowing, doing all the chores, and being treated as a slave on the new Barron family spread in East Texas. Strong words right there. He plans one day to flee the beatings delivered by his hulking older brothers and lazy pa. But he knows if he does, he must take his twin sister Abby, who is not always right in the head, with him. He gets the chance when River Hicks, a man wanted for murder of a policeman in Fort Worth, rides in with a pack of bounty hunters on his trail. When a gun smoke clears, Connor has killed men for the first time, but he also knows This is his and Abby's time to escape their life of abuse. Knowing the law will soon be on their heels, they follow Hicks, an outlaw driven by his own demons and by deep secrets which somehow involve the Mac twins. Connor has a lot of learning and growing up to do, and he has to stay alive to do it. So I remember why I got this book. A.W. Hart's Gunslinger, A Killer's Chance. This one is a coming-of-age Western novel, and that sounded very interesting to me. I don't tend to read coming-of-age Westerns. That's weird to me, but this is a coming-of-age novel, and it takes place in the Old West, and that's kind of what I'm into right now, and maybe it's a good book to segue back into coming-of-age stories. I don't know, but I got it, and I hope to read it one day. Yeah. And then the last one, and I'm not gonna say it's the least one because it's probably not. We have this book. I was a little bit iffy on this one. I'm not sure if it's my cup of tea, but it's a weird Western novella, part of a series called The Chronicles of the Fallen. And this is book 1, obviously. And this is The Crowman. Pretty cool cover right there. That's what kind of sold me, was the cover. Alright. This is by Gareth Clegg. I know another Clegg named Douglas Clegg. You know, he's a horror author, but this is different. In a dying world, one lone rider is the only hope for salvation. Some say the world is shattered, that our way of life is dying. Our sun fills half the sky, and the scorched lands struggle to provide enough to sustain us. Still, there has always been hope. But as that fiery red orb descends below the rocky skyline, then comes the shadow. Dark spirits hell-bent on destroying what's left of humanity, as if we needed any help. My name is Chevio Santiago. I cheated death as a child, but that trauma marked me, and now I sense the evil in others. So here I am, drawn like a moth to the flame. Though I carry a revolver, I'm no gunslinger. There are plenty faster on the draw than me. My real edge is knowledge. Old family recipes passed down through the ages, the secrets to banish the shadow back to the hells of the despondent. Salt, brimstone, silver, and tallow shall be my weapons. So hear this, all creatures and spirits of evil. I know you. I see you. Prepare yourself for judgment. The Crowman is the first novella in the Weird West supernatural Western horror series on Amazon, best-selling author Gareth Clegg. Look out for other books, or for books 2 and 3 releasing monthly from 1st August 2020. So yeah, that is The Crowman, Chronicles of the Fallen, and it says volume 1. I don't know if that means it's filled with short stories. It's not. It's just chapters. So, and then chapter 1 has this cool little picture of a buffalo with feathers on the skull. That's pretty cool. But yeah, and then it says like, it's, who's the publisher? Twisted Fate Publishing. So yeah, and that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the ebook haul. I know this is getting old at this point, but I'm still reading Three Roads South. I'm still on page, what, 98? 94. I need to get some reading done today, so I'm gonna, you know, I've been writing a lot lately, so I'm going to put down my keyboard or laptop. I'm gonna shut my laptop, I should say, and I'm going to read this book a little bit today. Hopefully my medicine kicks in soon and I can focus on this book. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night. Maybe some of these books sounded interesting to you. I don't know. That's for you to decide. The John Bowden one sounds really cool to me. And the coming-of-age Western sounded pretty cool to me as well. So, They all sound cool to me, but those two really stand out to me. Gunslinger Killer's Chance by A.W. What was his name? I can't remember. West, I think? And John Bowden's Walk the Darkness Down. So yeah, sorry if I'm forgetting that name. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a spooky night. And I will catch you in the next video. So, peace out.